Coming up this week, we nearly sink our own boat.
Can you see that? The bulge is totally and 100% full of water.
We start the mammoth task of provisioning for the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, it's in.
And we chat about the biggest challenge of our lives.
Well, it's 50 days on this boat with the wind to the doldrums. And that is scary. It is a scary thought. Now you see Adam blowing on a set of steps. This video editing is just going to be all random clips. What have we been doing this week getting prepared for the Pacific? Just basically nothing, just random stuff.
Painting the steps with varnish and then covering them in white sand.
Why has this been done?
For grip.
For uncomfortability on our bare feet.
Yeah. Now they say, I've read some things and they say varnish, sprinkle it all on and then just leave it and then give it a couple of layers of varnish on top of there just to seal the sand in, and it'll give you that nice grippy feeling on your feet so you won't slip.
Okay.
So we'll give it a go. Hope it doesn't look bloody awful. Oh, it's sanding it all up again.
Here's the marina we come into. Our boat is literally just outside the entrance of this marina, and then this place is looks quite nicely built up, and it looks really nice. Is a causeway that goes all the way down in to the city of Panama. Our challenge is we're going to get on a bus and weird. What actually are we doing? We're looking for fittings for a holding tank.
Yeah, a metro bus, and we'll go into town, sort out the holding tank and have a look round and maybe visit McDonald's, maybe.
Yeah, what's our plan with the holding tank? We're going to copy Sailing Uma, are we?
We're just going to have literally a pipe with connections on top and bottom so it'll hold a couple of flushes. That's all you legally need.
Yeah, what we are after is a 2 foot 4 inch pipe with reducers on either end to 1.5 inch. Let's see how we get on today.
So look what we got. Bits.
If he's seen bits, only half of what we asked for.
So in the middle of sorting out some pipe for our holding tank, but they're closed for lunch and we didn't get the right stuff. Well, half of it. We've got to come back after lunch or another day. No.
What you selling there then?
Huh?
What is it?
Hot dog. Hot dog.
Hot dogs?
Yes. Hot dog. Hot dog.
Oh yeah, I see that here. Hot dogs. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I'm waiting for about an hour and they're not reopening, so I don't get it. We'll come back another time. It's a bit run down, this area, obviously. You know, different parts of Panama run down. This one is a little bit Run down. It's gonna rain, look at it. There's rain around today.
Loads.
How crazy is that?
Feel like tents. What the hell's all this traffic?
The boat's sinking.
The boat's sinking.
I just said, what's that water on the floor?
Can you see that? The bulge is totally and 100% full of water. There's water coming down from there. Adam has taken the pipe, the saltwater pipe off the sink today, and he didn't switch it off on the seacock.
No.
So it's
I could have sunk the boat.
just filling up all day.
Yeah, I could have sunk the
We've
boat.
been out
It's
all
quick
day.
because it's going to the wires, so hurry up.
Yeah, quickly then. The wires are probably knackered anyway now. I've never known anything like this. Wiring was under the salt water, it's all completely inherently wrecked.
Still sealed. Took the tap off the sink and I left the pipe off it, just dangling. If we would have been away for the night, we would have come back and the boat would have been sunk. Probably not okay now, is it that?
It's fine.
Pump the rest out by hand then. Oh, I could have sunk the boat. I should have bunged the pipe. Wow.
Just been looking at this, haven't we, Ed?
Yeah.
It's starting to collect dirt.
Too much sand on there.
Look at this.
It's absolutely terrible.
It's terrible. We can't clean it now, can we, Ed?
No.
What we're going to do?
I really messed it up. I said to Luke I could scrape it off, but oh dear.
How's it coming off?
It's okay.
Is it on quite firmly?
Yeah.
Oughtn't to be, was it, Ed?
No. I'll give it a good sand. I'll scrape it off. Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. Jeez. Sandy, innit?
Very sandy.
Since being in this side of Panama, in this anchorage, we've tried lots of DIY things. We tried installing our tap, and the foot pump we had didn't fit, so we've now decided to do away with the saltwater tap altogether. We're not going to have that. We tried doing our waste tank, what's it called?
Waste tank for the heads.
Yeah, waste tank for the heads. It didn't work because we realised the sink gets pushed back in place and it takes up all the space. Could we not realise that?
In there for the pipe we need anyway.
No, so we abandoned that idea. I think we're going to get when we get to New Zealand, we're going to get a porta potty and use that. We basically, like all these little DIY projects, we've not done very well. So we're going to move on. I'm going to wait until we get to New Zealand. In the meantime, our next challenge is to do lots and lots of provisioning. Also, we're going to pop into because Panama is split up into two areas. There is the old town, which is built old town, and then there's a new bit where there's like massive skyscrapers, a new bit. So we're going to have a look at all the skyscrapers. We're going to do some provisioning. So join us on the adventure of our lifetime. No air conditioning on the boat.
Oh, but they have the fresh air.
Yeah, so it's difficult to get fresh air in because none of our windows open.
Oh, see.
Because it's like a sealed boat and stop the waves, water getting in. So it's really hot in there, like living in a coffin, isn't it? Like a really heated coffin.
Yeah. Super hot.
Interesting. It'd be nice to get offshore again, get into the breezes and the gentle breezes of the Pacific Ocean.
And how long you all stay on sea?
It'll be about 5 or 6 weeks.
On sea?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's a very, very kind Uber driver. He's dropped us off here where we wanted to go. And look where we are.
We could go much more different than this.
No, the outskirts of the city. We'll walk all the way down there and explore this amazing place. Hopefully we can see some raccoons and sloths in the trees. Just taking a little break. It's 10:30 in the morning and it's time for a cherry ice lolly. They were 55 cents each. 55 cents! Bargain! We're in. We got in, didn't we?
Awesome, yeah.
Panama. Just taking advantage of the free Wi-Fi here in this mall to download some areas, chart areas for offshore use. The areas we're going to sail to, down to French Polynesia. This internet here in Panama is a bit...
It's rubbish.
It's rubbish. It's good on your phone, but there's no... You can't have a hotspot on your phone and connect your laptop to your hotspot. It just does not work, so we're constantly looking for places for Wi-Fi to upload videos and now download some maps on the charts.
So we eventually tried Wendy's. What do you think, Ed?
Delicious. Very good.
And we downloaded Pacific charts at the same time.
Just I gotta do it. Just filled our bellies full of Wendy's. Just a treat it was.
All sounds rude.
I know. Very wobbly this, isn't it? My arm.
Yeah.
My arm is wobbly. I'm gonna go to the shops now and get loads of provisions.
Yes.
We're going offshore. Oh yeah! Shopping has started. First of all, we're looking at all the fruit, canned fruit. We need lots of fruit to keep us from getting scurvy offshore. The cheapest we got here is 99 cents for a fruit cocktail. Definitely gonna need some of that. What does that say then?
It doesn't. Oh.
That'll do. There's fruit in there. Done. There's $2.75.
Yeah.
Try one, can we, before we buy loads?
Yeah.
What's this for getting? Like muffin mixes? Oh, these are good to go in the oven. Add water with them, you get a cake. A treat. Yeah, it's in.
People are staring at us. Oh god, I don't
We're like 2 nutcases with a camera in the shop.
Pie filling.
A lot of food already, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the first of 3. Some things are quite expensive in this shop. This is a 99 shop, and then the other we're going to go and raise. On Friday we're going to go and raise. On Saturday we'll probably come back here. We need 2 months of food. It's an incredible task.
Would you start looking in the trolley and thinking you need like 3 times as much as this in case you get stuck out there? We got food on the boat, loads, but
We've got a lot of food, yeah.
they say French Polynesia is a very, very expensive destination. You need to take your own food. She's going to be so heavy, poor old Atlas.
This is hard work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Business. It's hard work.
Yeah.
You've got to prepare. It's the largest ocean in the world.
Yep.
And reality is really sinking in.
It is, isn't it?
How big of this? We've got to do 4,000 miles, nautical miles. That's 4,600 road miles in a car.
Yeah. And we've got to carry as much water as we can take.
Yeah. We budgeted 50 days, haven't we?
Yeah. And when it rains, you've got to collect water as well. Oh man.
Calm down, Happin.
I'm getting all panicky. So just got back to the boat. Gotta put all this food away now. I think most of it we've agreed is going to go in the V berth in Luke's and my cupboard. I think that most of the tins get swallowed up in there, but I do need to go through what food we have on the boat anyway, just to make sure we're not going to run out of something offshore, mainly meat, tinned meat. Yeah, it's just I'm gonna have to go through it this evening. Yeah, we're just discussing now, like, if we both want a pasta lunch for lunch, that's 2 pasta lunches. That's 2 per day. If we're out for 50 days, it's like 100 pasta lunches.
It's $200.
It's like $200 just for pasta lunches. So we'll have to be really careful what we do here. T-shirt.
I was just taking a pic of my beautiful t-shirt.
He just pulled the t-shirt out of the cupboard, went, nope, ready for the camera. It's just absolutely filthy.
It's not filthy, it's creased. Anyway, we got all the food supplies, haven't we?
Yeah, I've been shopping loads, got loads of food. I think we've been to the shops like 3 times and filled up trolleys.
Spent about $400 on food.
The reason why we're getting so much food because we need it to cross the Pacific, and we need it to cruise the French Polynesia because it's very expensive for food there. And then we need to get to New Zealand, so we'll be eating all of this. It's well worth spending the money now, I think, isn't it?
It is 6,000 miles of sailing from here to New Zealand. It's a long way. So yeah, we were planning on leaving early this week, but we're not now, are we?
No, we're short on water bags, water containers. We didn't get enough.
Do you want to show them what we use?
Yeah, we got lots and lots of these water bags and new water bags. Yeah, new ones.
So because this boat, how much does this boat carry in water?
Well, we want about 500 litres, as half a ton of water, and we've only got 360 litres, so we've had to order a load more of these bags from Amazon, which we're getting delivered to a friend here who lives in Panama. But we've got to wait for the delivery to be delivered to Miami and then get shipped out to here, so we're a bit delayed. Yeah, so we got 3 large barrels out there, the blue barrels. Each of them holds 25 litres of water. That's an extra 75 litres, and we got a 100 litre flexible water tank, water bag underneath the floor. About 5 litres in all.
Yeah, and the reason we like them individual bags, 10 litre bags, 5 and 10 litre bags, is because you can fill them with water and you can scatter them around the boat to even the weight out everywhere. I'm really ill at the moment, but that's a different story.
Yeah. We'll just show you the routes on windy.com. This is not the weather we're going to have, this is just a route.
It's a little bit of the weather.
Yeah, this is roughly what the weather's going to be like. Here we are at number 1 in Panama City.
Yeah.
We're heading down to number 2, and then we sort of heading towards the Galapagos Islands.
Which is, are they here?
Which is there.
Yeah.
Once we get just past...
Yeah. The Galapagos Islands are 1,000 miles. The main problem we got is called the doldrums. If I zoom right out here, so you can basically see the whole planet. It's Australia there on the other side of the world. Through this centre of the Earth line, you can see an area of blue. This is called the doldrums. This is the very centre of the Earth, and there's a line here which is no wind. Our main problem is getting from Panama. There's normally wind blowing down. Internet's very slow, sorry. From Panama, there's normally a little bit of wind blowing down here until about 500 miles out. Then it goes incredibly light, and we gotta try and punch our way, a little bit of motoring, hopefully mostly spinnaker sailing very slowly through this doldrums area. So we pass the Galapagos Islands to the north, so we're the south of the Galapagos Islands, and then when you get onto this, then you get back into the beautiful trade winds, and you should have the trade winds for another 3,000 miles across here to the island we're going to
which is Nuki Hiva in the Marquesas, French Polynesia.
Well, this is the Pacific Cruising Guide, and we'll just show you where we are. This is Panama, and this line, this bluey grey area marks the doldrums. There's the doldrums there, and they run all the way down here, all the way into Papua New Guinea, Indonesia. As Luke said, it runs in the centre of the earth. Our issue is going to be getting through this doldrums area to get south of Galapagos. Yeah, and then these arrows are trade winds. The arrows with dots on there are variable winds. As you can see, the trades run all the way down to there. Marquesas, sorry, right there. What's your thoughts and feelings about crossing the biggest ocean in the whole world?
Well, we've both been thinking about it for a year, because the first dream was across the Atlantic, and we've done that. It was amazing. And then we've been thinking about this and the Pacific. We've been thinking about it, but then when we come to start preparing for it within the last week and a half, we've realised how out of our depth it really is. Basically.
Excuse the pun.
It is though, isn't it? Because we thought we need to get this, we need to get that, and we need to get that. No, you don't need to get one of them, you need to get 3 times the amount. We started getting food, we thought we could do it in 1 or 2 trips.
It's a lot.
You need mammoth mountains of food, and then we go into the water. Thought 360 litres will be fine. No, we need 500 litres.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, everything's just massive. And then sailing from here and getting south of the Galapagos Islands, 1,000 miles, it's a massive challenge in itself. Huge challenge. So from going from the practical side of thinking about it to the actual preparing for it a couple of weeks, and that's why I've been ill, because I've been ill for like 2 weeks now. It's just the massive task and all these different things you gotta think of, because you're gonna be sailing for 4,000 miles. That's like 50 days on this boat with the wind to the doldrums, and that is scary. It is a scary thought, really scary.
I think the first 1,000 miles from here, from Panama down to the Galapagos, where we pick up then the southeasterly trades, I think that's going to be, it's going to play on my mind going down there, because if we talked to a few people around here, the marinas and stuff, and they said, oh, we know some friends who are going down there or have done it, and they said there's just no wind down there. As soon as you get like 200-300 miles away from Panama down here, you really get stuck into those doldrums. If you look on windy.com, there's just no wind there, and some people get stuck. And there's a lot. There's a lot of people here. They go to the shops. They go to like the Discovery Centre and Novi's local DIY centre, and come back with loads and loads of diesel cans. You're thinking, all these people coming out with all these diesel cans. Why? And you just know they got to pass through 500 miles of doldrums with no wind or very variable wind.
We can't do that though.
We can't carry enough diesel. We're hoping. We're very patient sailors. As you know, we can drift on for days as long as we move a little bit. But there's always currents, a good current, a southwesterly running current running down past the Galapagos. As soon as we get past there, we'll be in the southeasterly trades. It should be plain sailing.
If we had 4, 5, 6 knots from behind with a massive spinning cut, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, if there's enough wind to inflate the giant spinnaker we've got and keep it inflated and keep us moving, 3 knots, I'll be happy to get through those doldrums at 3 knots apiece. It's very variable as well. Sometimes you get a westerly, easterly, southerly. If you get like 5 knots of westerly, you can maybe able to cut into it a little bit and create your own wind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're both really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We're really on the edge of nerves, basically.
It's a massive undertaking.
Massive thing.
I think
it's a small boat like this.
Totally.
I know this is not a small boat in the UK, but here it's a small boat.
Maybe it's the #1 goal for every serious offshore cruiser, offshore sailor. The #1 goal, I think, would be up in the top number 5 is to sail across the Pacific Ocean, because it's such a mammoth area.
You've got the Indian Ocean there.
Nothing. Indian Ocean's pretty big, but the Pacific is the biggest ocean in the world, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's really real now, isn't it?
Yeah,
as well?
it's real.
You know
That's what I mean.
It's real.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. And as ever, a huge thank you to all our incredible, amazing, supportive patrons for making this incredible journey possible.